Good Saturday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace, where you can also get Black Rifle coffee, my favorite coffee. Got it right here. It is awesome. Try it. If you haven't tried it yet, you can get it at Ace today. Don't have to order it. It's there. Just ask for it. And they've got it where you can put it in a coffee grinder. They've got the beans, the grind, or you can get the K cups. That's what I get, the K cups, and they're good. Okay, weather stick is blue, so we are good to go. Maybe it should be purple because it's so cold. Let's make it purple. Yeah, there we go. Weather stick is, you didn't see me change it. It changes itself because it knows it's got its own mind. Weatherstick is the brain. Well, everybody knows I'm not the brain of this operation. It's Weatherstick. Weatherstick is purple because it is cold and it's going to be cold again today. Despite having lots of sunshine, it's just going to be a chilly day. I'm sorry about that. It's just the way the pattern is set up right now. There is no way to get out of it until we get into next week, okay? Because it's just locked in for the weekend. It's going to be nice, bright and sunny. I don't even need to show you radar or satellite. There's not a cloud in the sky. There's no precipitation anywhere close to us, so we'll just get right into the 10-day blender, which tells the story. Look, only 43 today. Some of us may not even make it to 40. And it's going to be breezy, which, like yesterday, just it just got worse as the day progressed. In fact, just to give you an idea, we started out at 56 degrees yesterday morning at 4:13 a.m. That was the warmest part of yesterday. And then, as I mentioned, the temperatures would get colder as that cold front came through, and it did. I mean, it really did. So the temperatures fell from 56 yesterday morning down into the 30s as we got into the afternoon. The average high is 60. So by the record or the historical record for the day, it looked like we were, hey, that was not a bad day, 56. But it happened at 4 a.m. tomorrow or yesterday morning. That's why I say when sometimes records are reported, they're skewed. You've got to understand the details. I understand the details. So I pay attention to those things. I'm just kind of weird that way. So, because a lot of you, I can hear you. You're like, it didn't get up to 56 yesterday. Are you crazy? No, well, it did 4 o'clock in the morning. And then after that, boy, it fell off pretty bad. And then this morning, we're starting out in the 20s and 30s, as you'll see on the Kentucky Mesonet here in just a second. We picked up 33 hundredths of an inch of rain yesterday morning at the Bowling Green Warren County Regional Airport from those showers that we had early in the day. So there you go. Now, 43 today, that may be pushing it, even with sunshine. The winds are from the west northwest. So that's a cooler flow that is going to stay with us for the rest of the weekend. Tomorrow, look at that, only 40. Some of you may not even make it out of the upper 30s after being around 20 for an overnight low tonight. Again, a hard freeze. I said, expect this for 4 nights in a row. We still have 3 to go tonight, tomorrow night, and even Monday night. Then we start to get some warmth in here. We get up to 52 Monday, near 60 Tuesday, and look at those 60s and 70s for the middle of next week and end of the week, and we stay there. The pattern looks like it's going to stay there for a while. There may be one more bump of chilly air that comes in right around the end of the month, the beginning of April. That usually happens. So prepare for that. Those of you that have set out plants, in fact, I had the folks at Ace Hardware call me and they said, there's a store or two that's considering putting out some plants. Need to know what the weather's going to be. And I'm like, it's going to warm up next week, but I would give it another 2 weeks at least. And I mentioned Derby Day, the rule of thumb about Derby Day, but I think we're safe next week. After that, there may be a time where we could have another one of these chilly hits for a night or two, and then after that, I would say we're pretty much done with any kind of winter or frozen precipitation or those really cold nights with a hard freeze. So it's getting there. We just, it's still only March, and we've had some chilly times even in April. So you take it as you will. Now, here is a look at the temperatures this morning. Kentucky Mesonet Network as of 6 a.m. as I'm doing this podcast. Look at those 20s everywhere. There may be a 30-degree temperature, but everybody, even southern Kentucky, in the 20s below freezing. Under a clear sky. So you're going to wake up to some frost this morning on your windshield if you're going out early. Everything is frosty this morning. So keep that in mind. And it's going to be that way tomorrow morning and Monday morning. And then around Tuesday, we'll start to get things warmed up. And here's why: because of the ebb and flow of these systems in the jet stream. As we highlight what's going to happen here over the next few days, there it is, the jet stream taking that big dive right into the area. So the colder air comes in from Canada, wrapping around. There's a low pressure system up here in the Great Lakes, 992 millibars, fairly strong, moderately strong low pressure system. And it's been bringing a lot of snows to the Great Lakes. Then further south, we still have the warmer Pacific flow, but it's been shunted down further south. So we're not getting the benefit of that and won't for the remainder of the weekend. Let's put it into motion here. You can see that big trough in the jet stream. Look how far south it goes. I mean, that's crazy. Look, all the way down in New Mexico, central Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Big, that's a strong high pressure. 1,041 millibars. That bad boy is just helping usher in all that colder air right over our area. And you see even happening back here. Look at this in parts of Colorado, Wyoming, down into parts of New Mexico and Texas. Snow. Look at that. Now that's pretty significant. There's a lobe, LOBE, lobe of low pressure that is congealing a lot of this moisture in that jet stream flow, helping produce some of this snow. And of course, some of that's going to try to move with the jet stream further south. We'll see where that goes here as I put this back into motion. So here we go. I mean, it's chilly. Look at that. A lot of this is rain that'll move into the Baja. I'm sorry, not the Baja of California, but Old Mexico and into the Rio Grande Valley. We are going to be under this sprawling dome of high pressure. But here's the deal. Once this high pressure ridge moves east, then we'll start to get a warmer flow from the south that will eventually come our direction as this moves east. So looking at the timeline here, we're looking at Sunday night into early Monday morning, according to the timeline. Let's put this into motion. Here we go into Monday, and we'll start to see a retreat of that colder air. See, it's still over us, even on Monday, but here comes the warmer Pacific flow, and eventually it's going to bring us the warmer air. We just got to hang on. Like I said, it's going to take till probably Tuesday before we'll start to see this thing improve. And there we go. There is Tuesday, and we start to see, look, nice warmth building, and that's going to allow the warmer temperatures to start to take over. We're really going to be rain free, precipitation free, all the way through the rest of the weekend into the beginning of next week. Now, tomorrow, let me back up for just a second, or actually today. Let me go back to today. Here we go. Hang on just a second. Here we go into today, because I did want to point out something here. In this upper flow with that low to the north of us in the Great Lakes, it doesn't quite show it here, but there may be a snowflake or two that tries to make a run at parts of northern Kentucky and on into West Virginia. Don't be surprised today if you see, if you're going like up toward anywhere north of E-Town, up toward Louisville, Cincinnati, Lexington, Frankfort area, there could be a few snow flurries, little gusty snow flurries that fall today, as a matter of fact, up that direction. It's just leftovers and wraparound moisture around that low over the Great Lakes. We're not going to get that down here in southern Kentucky, but further north as you go today, if you're going north, you'll run into that. Southern Illinois, southern Indiana, you'll see that as well. I just wanted to mention that because it is a small possibility that might happen. Let's see if it shows up on the surface map here, and I believe it will. Here is the current picture with that cold front coming through. This is a relatively dry front, but I do think it will squeeze out. There it is, just enough energy to produce some brief, gusty snow flurries. Um, and the winds will be breezy, so that's going to make it colder, even feel colder today, even with the sunshine. But there you go. Some of these will try to sneak over the Kentucky line and over the Ohio River. And there you see it even this afternoon. Again, in that area north, well, it just reset on me. Let me go back to that. North of E-Town, Cincinnati, Louisville, maybe, Lexington, Frankfort, and into southern Ohio, you may see some of those gusty snow showers into the afternoon. There's a straw, there's a little trough, a little shortwave that is helping touch that off. But high pressure, ultimately, there it is, the big sprawling Canadian cold high pressure that is settling in over the middle part of the country as we get into Monday. Still going to be a chilly day, but here comes the warmer air marked by that warm front and the southwest flow that I just showed you on the other maps with the models indicating a big warm up coming as we get into Tuesday, especially. High pressure moves east, the natural flow out of the Gulf of Mexico. And yes, it's going to pick up a little bit of moisture, not for us yet. But once we get into the middle part of the week, Wednesday, more like Wednesday night, into Thursday will be warm, and then another warm front. There could be even a thunderstorm or two that pops up ahead of that warm front. This is into Thursday, about midday Thursday. Showers and thunderstorms further west. This is another system, but this low is way up north in the plains and moving in the upper Midwest away from us. So generally, showers, maybe some thunderstorms as we get into Thursday and Friday. Then the first of two cold fronts come through. Yet will cool down a bit behind that second front. That's why I caution everybody, this cold spell that we're in right now may not be the last one. There may be one more that comes at the end of next week. In the next weekend, making it 3 weekends in a row that we've had some chilly air. And then the patterns look like we're going to go into spring. That's not to say that we won't have a day or a night or two that gets frosty, but the opportunity for that to happen starts to go way down as we get into April and of course into May, and you know, it's listen, it'll be soon enough when you guys start you're going to start coming, oh, it's so hot and humid. What happened? It's called summer. And summer in Kentucky is can be brutal. I'm not saying that it's going to be this year, but we know how it goes around here a lot. All right, that'll do it for the morning weather update on the Sam channel, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Go out and get you some Black Rifle coffee. If you've not tried it, try it. It's my favorite. I get the JB on the box. I wish I had the box in here now. The box says JB, Black Rifle Coffee, JB. It's just black. And it's the darker, well, they have a medium and a darker roast. I like the darker roast, the more smoky, chocolatey kind of flavor to it. Very good. Very, very good. And you can get it at Ace Hardware. You need to get there anyway because, gearing up for spring and all that, you got stuff to do. And Ace is the place to get it all done. Yeah, even your wife will love it, you guys. I know there's a lot of women that watch this too. And ladies, they've got, Vera Bradley and Simply Southern and Hallmark. It's not just hardware store. Get in there, get it done. Okay, there you go. Okay, have a great Saturday. God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I'll be right back here to update you tomorrow morning.